is Black Lives Matter worse than the Ku Klux Klan? I wouldn't say Black Lives Matter is worse than the Ku Klux Klan, because the Ku Klux Klan has a history of murdering Africans. The Ku Klux Klan has a history of murdering Africans. And I would also argue the fact that the Ku Klux Klan is not listed as a domestic terrorism organization is beyond my comprehension. The fact that the Ku Klux Klan is not listed as a domestic terrorist organization, given their history of violence and terror against African people, the fact that the Klan is not presently a domestic terrorist organization shows you that the U.S. government is biased towards white racist organizations. The U.S. government has a bias towards white racist organizations, because there's no way under God's great sun that the Ku Klux Klan is not registered as a terrorist organization. As far as Black Lives Matter go, I hope to God that those sisters were not stealing the people's money. As someone who is in charge of public funds for FDMG, I hope to God those sisters did not take money in the name of Trayvon, in the name of Michael Brown, in the name of Tamir Rice, in the name of Breonna Taylor, in the name of Philando Castile, in the name of Alton Sterling, in the name of Amir Pope. And I can go on and on. I hope to God that those black women did not take money, millions and millions of dollars, in the name of black trauma, black tragedy, black suffering, black death, police genocide. I hope they did not take that money and spend it on themselves. Lord have mercy. I hope they, to me, it is almost unfathomable that you would found an organization called Black Lives Matter. Bad enough it's a front for the rainbow agenda. Bad enough you funded by some of the most racist eugenicists alive. Bad enough you got an issue with black masculinity. That's bad enough. Bad enough you didn't give none of that money to the families. I believe a certain percentage of Black Lives Matter's revenue should automatically be divided amongst the families who suffered at the hands of police genocide. Automatically, the families get some money as a regular fund to help them take care of themselves. Automatically, off the top, they should get a cut. Automatically off the top, they should get a cut. The fact that they didn't give none of that money to the families and then turn around and buy it, allegedly, turn around and buy a vacation house, buy new cars, and then buy the house in a white suburb, and then with Candace Owens shows up, and then when Candace Owens shows up, Miss Candace Owens shows up and videotapes you, and you acting like you being your personal space is being violated. That wouldn't happen with me. I'm not running. Somebody pull up on me, yes, and we file paperwork every year with the state and with the feds. We file paperwork every year with the states and the feds. I do not accept a fee. I do not have a paid position as CEO of the FDMG Academy. I don't. Where the money at? In the bank. Where the money at? In the renovations. Where the money at? Festival. My money goes, the FDMG money goes. I would not run away from somebody. Now, if they're trying to slander you, that's different. And maybe she felt Candace Owens was coming to slander her, like so many YouTubians have done to me. But they're looking shady right now. They are looking shady. You know, but let's keep it real. Most of their money came from white people. That doesn't excuse what they did. But most of their money came from white people. And the reason you don't see white people asking Black Lives Matter to give their money back, the reason you don't see white people asking Black Lives Matter to return the donations is because they gave them donations not to help black people. They gave those donations to make Black Lives Matter the ruling black activism group, to distract away from the true black activism. Let me say it again. White folks did not donate to Black Lives Matter to help black people. White people donated to Black Lives Matter to make them the ruling, preeminent, most powerful black so-called grassroots activist group, to distract from people like Dr. Umar 𝚂𝚁𝙺𝚀𝚁𝙺𝚁, the new Black Panther Party, the Fred Hampton Gun Club, and all true grassroots organizations. That's why they funded them. So white folks don't want their money back. They didn't give them money to help us. They gave them money to distract from us. They were funded to distract from. What did J. Edgar Hoover say? And I'm going to go back to the questions. Hit your Cash App, $ Dr. Umar Johnson. Hit your Zelle with your question, 215-989-9858. What did J. Edgar Hoover say? If there will ever be another black Messiah, if there will ever be another black Messiah, we will create them. Let me say it again. If there will ever be another black Messiah, we will create them. If there will ever be another black Messiah, we will create them. If there will ever be another black Messiah, we will create them. Remember, J. Edgar Hoover was hired to destroy the greatest black leader of the 20th century. J. Edgar Hoover was hired to destroy the greatest black organizer of all time, the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Black Lives Matter was the creation of an imitation. Black Lives Matter was the creation of an imitation black organization to capture the minds of black youth and distract them from those of us who do the real work. They're having a big problem with me. They're having a big problem with me. They're like, this guy is the most revolutionary black organizer in the world. And he has the mainstream following of a hip-hop superstar. Dr. Umar 𝚂𝚁𝚁𝚁𝚁 is the most revolutionary voice of Pan-Africanism in the world. And he has the following of a hip-hop superstar. Dr. Umar 𝚂𝚁𝚁𝚁𝚁 is the most revolutionary voice for African people alive. And he damn near has the following, black and white, although he's not an integrationist. Black and white, although he's not an integrationist. He's the biggest name. And he has the following of a Tupac Shakur. Brothers and sisters, I'm not being arrogant when I say this. But if you look at my influence, if you look at those who support and those who follow even from afar, when you look at my prevalence on TikTok amongst non-Africans, when you look at my YouTube control that I have over the YouTube sector for black, well, you would probably have to argue in terms of stature. I might be the closest thing to Tupac Shakur we've had in 25 years. In terms of stature, I might be the closest thing to a Tupac Shakur in 25 years.